Hi everybody, this is going to be a really quick video. I wanted to explain to you a little bit about what the first essay is like in this class. So I'm going to be talking to you about what I'm asking you to do in the prompt, and then also in the 4 essay building assignments that I have set up for this class. So what I have pulled up here is the prompt. You can find it under Unit 1 in the content area. Um, but and I'll show you that here. So if you click Unit 1 and then you see interpretive analysis prompt is right there at the top. I want to make sure you can see that because it's can kind of get hidden since it's not in a category, but it's right there at the top, and this is what it is. So for this paper, we're practicing our ability to interpret, and I suggest that we are drawn to make interpretations about what is happening in the world around us. I ask you to do a discussion post about the role of fiction in the world, and that's kind of what you're getting to practice through this analysis paper, is analyzing the purpose of fiction. You know, in the discussion posts that I'm actually grading right now, I've looked at a few of them. Y'all talk about all the reasons why fiction is important to us and what it teaches us. And that's kind of what you're getting to, again, hone in your ability to do in this essay. So what you're going to want to do, just if you get straight to the task, is to look to see which one of these following tropes you want to base your essay on. So you need to pick one of these tropes and base your entire essay around it. So you'll begin, and like you've already done this if you've done essay building 1.1, but you will create 4 different paragraphs about 4 different details that are all related to your trope. So your job here, and as you can see, is to establish a thesis that tells what argument is being made about the trope that you chose in the text. And you'll support that argument through analyzing the details that you choose to talk about. So let me get to the essay building assignment so you can see how this will come together. So if you go back to the table of contents, because what you'll see is that the next few assignments, essay building 1, 2, 3, and 4, are all purposed to help you get all of this built out in small steps. So actually it's week 2 is the first one. So the very first essay building assignment that you've already completed, which I'm actually grading right now, over the next couple days, you'll see a grade for that, hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow is my goal. But you are picking one of those tropes, and you used discussion 1.3 to help you, to guide you to which one you wanted to talk about. And you're creating a document here where you're just finding the details at first. So the first step of our writing process in this class is finding details. That's it. It's just the basic, what did you see? Now, as we move forward, we're start to interpret what those things might signify or mean. Why are they present? Why did the author choose to talk about them? So you'll see essay building 1.2 allows you to begin interrogating those details. So you'll go back to that original 1.1 sheet, pull all the details off of it that you originally found. You'll actually narrow it down to your 4 best ones. And then you're going to practice the act of asking a question. Why did the author include it? What does it mean? What's the significance of that detail? How does it make you think differently about your trope? You'll write lots of different answers there, and I have a sample attached to this too, to continue to think about what the significance of that detail is. I'm moving fast, but you know, this is all built out in several days. That assignment is not due until the 1st, and then of course you can see this one, you have a couple more days to be able to do. So this all kind of becomes a process. Once you finish essay building 1.2, you'll move to 1.3, which is a little bit more involved. In this assignment, I'm asking you to design your topic sentence and your thesis. So I get you to pick what you want to talk about first with the details. I ask you to analyze them a little bit more in 1.2, and then here I'm trying to get you to organize that analysis a little bit. This is a challenging worksheet sometimes for students the first time they do it, but you'll get good practice with it, and you'll have the chance to do this again for the following essays in this class. So if you struggle with it the first time, it's normal. It's just because it's new. But let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to talk with you through it. And I will look at this assignment when you turn it in to kind of make sure you're on the right track. All right, and then the final version of essay building, and again, this goes through several weeks, but when you get to essay building 1.4, you're going to see the support for creating your introduction and your conclusion too. So there's lots of detailed instructions here for how to get that put together. But I hope you can see that through these essay building assignments, you literally are building your paper. Do make sure that you take a look at this assembling your essay document, it is helpful just to kind of see what a paper looks like. And this is 1102, so you've written papers before, but sometimes it just kind of helps to see what the format of a paper can look like. So make sure you bring your attention there too. And then one last thing, there is a Dropbox. I extended the due date, by the way. If you had written on this, looked at the syllabus to see the due date for this assignment, I pushed it back a couple days to give you a little more time. So the final version of the paper won't be due for another 2 weeks. So if it feels like I'm telling you a lot that's due, just keep in mind that it's spread out over the next couple weeks. So the essay building process, I spend a lot of time on it in this class so that you don't end up, writing the paper the day before it's due. But I have instructions for using Grammarly, for making sure that your paper is in MLA format as well. And so that's all up for you to use to help yourself make this paper the best that it can possibly be. So I do want to mention one thing, and I'm going to change the prompt. I noticed originally the prompt said that you needed to use a secondary source for this paper. I'm actually not going to require that, and so I can actually change that here in the instruction, so I'll remove it. If you had a secondary source that you had already picked out and were eager to use, it just let me know actually before you use it, because otherwise we're not going to use a secondary source. We'll use a secondary source in the next paper. So I apologize for that mistake on this, but I'll correct it as I hop off here. Okay, keep in mind that I'm here to help you. So if you have any questions, or if anything comes up along the way that you would like to talk to me about, we can meet virtually or in person. My office is on campus at West Georgia, and I'm here all the time. So you can feel free to come by and see me. All right, I think that's everything. I'm going to upload this video, but let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll see you all soon.